We are live with a special edition of Going Pro. We have our good friend Jay here, and our Levitt is not with us right now. I actually am having a hard time getting a hold of him, but hopefully he can join us later. And I think we'll just get started. We have Diablo 2 Resurrected to play, so we're going to check that out. Jay is a expert of sorts at this game, so hopefully he can guide us through.
I don't know if I'd say expert, but I did play quite a bit back in the day.
We're actually in a game already, and we started two characters. I have a level 12 paladin, and Jay,
It looks like I got a 13 barbarian.
and man, this game is pretty, I have to say. It looks really nice with the update. You can toggle onto the old graphics.
Oh, what's interesting is looking at yours. I have an ultra wide monitor, and they actually didn't make it ultra wide for the graphics, which is kind of surprising to me. So I've got vertical black bars on both the left and the right of my monitor.
They're having a problem with you being able to shoot enemies too far away, and like enemies being aggroed from too far away with the ultra wide monitors.
Oh, interesting. So they're having resolution problems.
Yeah, I don't know why they would ever tie that together, but I mean, the original game is 4:3, and then I am on a 16:9 monitor. I don't know why that works and ultra wide doesn't.
It's frustrating because you have these massive game launches, and every single game launch that they have is a horrible disaster. Each and every one unique in their own way. Yeah, I mean, so it turns out that they had it released early on Thursday morning, but it wasn't actually playable until like, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours after they had launched, because they were having server issues with games and characters being created. So you could create something, but then just like, so like I was able to create a character, but then couldn't get into a game. And yeah, you would think that they would have figured out how to have some smoother launches, but I don't know.
Well, it's so, from what I've heard, it's really hard to test like big loads on servers without actually doing it. So I don't know if it has to do with that, but
I'm sure there's some part of that, but I mean, do they not have a pretty good working example of heavy load based on any of their past like 5 or 6 massive releases, whether that's, you know, the new expansion of World of Warcraft, or like recreating classic World of Warcraft and having that fail, and then the classic TBC failed, and then now we're on to Diablo 2, and it had a pretty rough patch release. So anyways, we could probably start going and killing some stuff if you want. When we left off last night, we were actually on Catacombs level 2. But you had to get off, and so I spent an extra minute or two just running around until I found the waypoint, so that we didn't. Looks like you disconnected.
What?
Yeah. But yeah. So I spent a couple of minutes finding that.
I think we're good. We'll try it again really quick here.
Yeah, I see you guys got in. Okay.
Okay. Our Levitt hasn't played this game at all. He played Diablo 3, and I'm really excited to play this with him because I think we might like it. I personally like it more than 3. At least from all the nostalgic memories. We'll see if it actually holds up.
Yeah, I think. Hey, do you have a key? This is a locked chest. I know you're the key guy. Hey, look at that.
Only gold.
Hey, you had a key. You didn't let me down.
That's true.
Here, I'll pick up the key for once.
There you go.
I would be hard pressed to say that Diablo 3 was better than Diablo 2.
There are things about it I liked more, like the combat was actually really interesting.
Yeah, it was a bit more engaging, for sure.
Yeah. But overall, I like this one more.
I think it also, you have to say which part of Diablo 3 you're talking about, because it basically was two different games, right? What Diablo 3 is now is a completely different game than what Diablo 3 was on launch day. Yeah. Hey, speaking of horrible launches, did you ever try and play Diablo 3 on the launch day?
I did play it on launch day.
That was another horrible experience.
Yeah, that one was not so good either. I agree.
That one, I remember my experience was sitting there for 4 or 5 hours, not being able to get into a game, and then going to bed just pissed at the world. and that was what started my Diablo 3 experience.
Yeah, I think that was me too. I spent like a couple hours trying to log on, and it just wouldn't let me. Holy cow, I might be dead. Yep.
I had a little heart attack there. I was thinking we were in hardcore, and I was like, oh god, I'm gonna die, and then now remembering that this is not hardcore.
There we go. Christmas, dude. I got it, but I just died super quick. Like something was hitting me really hard.
So is it the green zombie here that's just kicking our ass?
Yeah, that's the thing that killed me. It hits really hard.
For all I know, you're just kind of crying wolf about something that hits hard.
Of course.
Yeah.
I can't remember how to fill the tomes like completely again.
It's the shift and right click on it. Did that not work?
Yeah, that worked.
All right.
I guess I can show really quick. In the options, you can go to gameplay, and then under auto map, you can turn this opacity on. Oh man, it keeps getting reset. It really pisses me off. You can turn down the opacity on the auto map, but yeah, that can kind of help.
Go kill this bad boy, or bad girl? Bad girl. I think she's a bad girl.
Ooh, that's scary. Oh wow, she hits hard.
Again, not sure what you're talking about.
You and your barbarian.
Yeah, I'm tanking her like a champ. How many stat points do you have in Vitality?
I put most of my points into Dexterity and Strength, and I did put in a couple into Vitality. Put less into Energy.
That's probably why you're as squishy as you are.
Oh yeah, they added this whole shared stash thing, so you don't have to have mules and stuff anymore.
I think if you look like, if you were trying to find like a min-max guide for any class, you'll basically find that every single one of the guides will be something like put enough strength in, or enough points into strength to wear your gear, and then put everything else into Vitality.
Oh really?
Like don't even put anything in Energy.
Hardcore guides, they're just regular.
Yeah, if you're just looking up any guide.
I remember playing this game for just hours and hours on end, and just my hand would be super sore from just clicking all the time.
Yeah, just your index finger, right? Because it's like 90% left mouse clicks.
Yeah.
As the days passed, my companion told me of himself, that he had once been a great warrior, and that a dark and secret burden now weighed heavily upon him.
That's such a beautiful cinematic. Holy cow.
So for all of their launch day failures, they make it up by having a good 2-minute chunk of content every 2.5 hours of game time.
Dude, I remember going by this dome thing in the town here, and it would lag my computer back on with the old graphics because this like
Because spheres are hard.
or whatever is so huge.
That's so funny, the things that you remember. I mean, not just you specifically, but just like people in general. It's like some of those little tiny details are things that like something that I don't remember ever being an issue, but obviously it was enough of an annoyance for you to remember that as one of those things.
Oh yeah,
like,
it would lag a lot, like totally wreck my computer. The Birthday Massacre, Superstition, great song. I actually really like this band. They have a lot of really good songs. It's just one of those bands. Some bands, they make like 2 or 3 really great songs. And this band, they have like 15, 20 that are all really good. And yeah, I would definitely recommend checking them out. There's a specific recording though of this song, Superstition, that I really like. This one on YouTube. It shows them like in a studio environment. Anyway, if you can find that, definitely check it out. Farewell for now.
yeah, I'm just here because I wanted to play some Diablo too. So it's been a fun evening for sure.
Not on. All right. See you.